I was with another pretty sister, my soul sister, Rashida Strober. I was on her program. I didn't really want to say nothing, but I just wanted to be there, you know, to be with her, you understand? And she had a special guest, and they were talking back and forth. And, of course, her platform is what is called Darkism. She is the first dark-skinned activist. Let me remind you again, because if I don't, she will. She's the first dark-skinned activist. And, of course, they was discussing whether or not that rapper Cardi B, whoever she is, I don't know who these people are. I saw a picture, and I do know she's light-skinned. Light-skinned Cardi B, somebody say, is prettier than Rashida, and that's where the conversation started. So we have my soul sister, Rashida Strober. She represents what is called Darkism. And if you really want to understand what that is, then y'all need to subscribe to Dark Skin TV, featuring my soul sister, the world's first dark-skinned activist. Like I'm Soul Brother #1, she's the #1 dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. And so we have what is called Darkism, and we have something that is called Colorism. Both of these definitions, both of these labels are quite new on the scene, haven't been around that long. This labels, this terminology. When I was coming up, when I was growing up, coming up, however you want to say, it was simply called racism. What darkism, what colorism simply is, it's racism, but you concentrate on a certain part, like your car. A car is composed of tires, headlights, engine, your braking system, whatever. These are the components of a car, but they are not a car. You don't get a car until you put the tires and the headlights and the steering wheel and all that. Then it makes a car. So darkism or colorism is just a part of racism that we concentrate on. Now, I want to ask you something. How do you bring down, if you are one of these people that like to kill stuff, you know, just go out for the hell of it, I just want to kill me a lion. I want to kill me a rhinoceros. You just want to kill something. So you train your gun on a bull elephant. I'm going to kill this bull elephant. How do you bring this bull elephant down? Well, if you shoot the bull elephant in the leg, you will hurt the bull elephant, but you will not make it fall. It will not die. Not quickly anyway. Because that's a component. That's not a vital part of the elephant. It's just a component. Just like a car. You cannot stop a car. If a car is coming at you, you cannot stop a car because you shoot out the headlights or even shoot out a tire. You have to shoot something that is vital to the car to make it stop. You have to, woo! Are you listening? You have to shoot something in the car. You have to shoot something. You have to destroy something in the elephant to make it stop. Otherwise, if you do not do that, then it continues to roll on and on because you're not stopping, you're not concentrating, you're not taking out a vital part that can stop it from moving. So we have dark skin or darkism, and we have colorism, and we concentrate on these things, and the question should arise, if we concentrate on darkism, if we concentrate on colorism, is it enough to stop racism itself? And the answer would be no. Because darkism or colorism only demonstrates or only represents a symptom of the illness. It is not representative of the cure. You understand? You're treating, it's good, it's nice that you recognize that you're sick or that there's a sickness, but you're not offering a cure, because in order to have a cure, you must cure racism itself, not just a component or a part of the racism. You must be able to do something to stop it in its tracks. You must do something to cause something that is vital to be destroyed so it can be stopped. You want to find a cure for the sickness. So treating a symptom, you can get relief by treating a symptom, and you will feel better. In the Department of Mental Health, most of the drugs are experimental. They are new drugs they put on the market. And they will tell you that these drugs only cover up the symptom. It makes those who suffer from the so-called mental illness, it make you feel better, make you feel great. But when it's all said and done, nothing happens to your supposed to be illness. You are still mentally ill. You are not cured. And in psychiatry, in psychology, they would tell you, we don't know what causes mental illness. So since they don't know what causes mental illness, then they can only cover up and give you something to make you feel better, but you will still be sick, you will still be ill, cover up the symptom, but you will never be cured. And so psychiatry and psychology makes millions, billions, and trillions of dollars and don't cure nothing. Don't cure nothing. But you have people that claim that they are feeling better, but they will always be sick till the day they die. So we have racism, and we are sick all over this planet because of racism. Because we have not learned and do not know how to attack a vital part of that sickness in order to destroy it, but we do enough to make ourselves feel good. So I'm a dark-skinned person, and I can read all of our sister Rashida's books and hear her lectures and watch her play. I can feel better about myself. But darkism will still continue to exist. It can only be covered up because you cannot and have not done nothing against racism itself, which we should be looking for a cure. So on this program, I had my sister Rashida and another guest and those in the chat room, and we talked about darkism and Cardi B being light and all these different things or whatever. And it came to a point where, of course, I must speak about this campaign to control a state in Mississippi. Matter of fact, I received a very nice comment. And if you are listening to this broadcast, I thank you so much for this comment, because sometimes we know that we are on point. Sometimes we know we are doing the right thing, but sometimes self-doubt begins to raise its head, because you don't understand why the people don't see what you see. Why they can't see that this activity, this action will actually put you on a road path to everything you thought that you ever wanted. So the person, and I thank you again for leaving this comment. Matter of fact, if you want to see the comment, go to my video that I'm promoting, the live lecture tomorrow about En Vogue book dancing for white. Wonderful comment. I thank you so much for that. And they really explain that other people are actually already in the process and doing what I'm talking about. And I didn't know it. I just thought one day, common sense, we should do this to get our piece of the pie, because they're not going to give you nothing. And if you understand, and if you really want to cure darkism, if you want a cure for colorism, and you just don't want a cure, a cover up for a symptom, this activity of taking control of a state makes it where you isolate yourself from the sickness so that you can better concentrate on that sickness, so that you can find its vital points, so you can attack those vital points and take them out, take the heart out, so that you can cause surgery in this particular location that we call Mississippi, or whatever state that we choose that we want to control. We quarantine ourselves from the rest of the sickness. And you teach your babies a different frame of mind, where they will never even know what racism and have never been under that. When you isolate and quarantine your children from the sickness and when you participate in this activity, because in order to take control of this state, you must have a warrior. You must have a soldier mentality. Do you understand? You must have a soldier mentality. And any person in war will tell you, when you are at war, when you're driving those tanks and flying those airplanes and you're moving and you got bullets flying, you don't care. The only thing you care about, who is next to you, is another soldier, and they are on your side, and we are in this together, and hopefully we can go home alive. So when you participate in taking control of a state, that's our mission. That's what we want to do. And the person next to you, you should not trip off. Are you a homosexual? Are you a drunk? Are you a drug addict? Are you light-skinned? Are you dark-skinned? You don't care nothing about those things. The only thing in your mind, you're fighting for a better life for you and your babies, a better future, taking control of your destiny. And those things, I'm dark-skinned, I'm light-skinned, are you a homosexual, or are you Muslim, are you Christian, all those are irrelevant on the battlefield. The only thing on a soldier's mind, I got my orders, and it's time for me to carry them out. That's all you thinking about. Then, of course, now, if you don't want that, There are those who actually enjoy being sick. Some people who are not sick, who pretend to be sick, they are called hypochondriac or something like that. They enjoy running around, oh, the darkism, oh, the colorism, I am discriminated against. And I will concur with some of these Caucasian people about this victim mentality. You don't have to be a victim no more. We should lift ourselves up from our bootstraps and take control of this state so we can show ourselves and we can be a beautiful role model to our children and our future generations that we took control of our destiny, and we actually, in this action, you will cure and you will cure racism. Thus, you will end darkism and colorism just by this activity. No matter what you say, we are not the same. If we were the same, there would be no white people. There would be no black people. We would be the same. The fact that we say black and white means there is a difference, means you have two adjectives describing people who are different. So we are not the same. We are not the same human beings. Again, if we were the same, there would be no need to describe a difference. We would all be the same. Even among dark-skinned people, even among Caucasian or pink people themselves, they are not the same. There are differences in the Caucasian or pink race itself. There are differences among the dark-skinned people of this planet. We are not the same. The human family is not the same. Perhaps we have the same originator. We evolved from the same place. But as time moved forward, we began to evolve differently. Just like all life on this planet. So you have all types of birds. They are not the same. All kinds of fish and all kinds of deer and antelope and all kinds of creatures and plants. This planet is diverse, filled with difference. And much of this difference is not the same. It is not meant to be together. Lions and antelope are not meant to be together because lions evolved to eat antelopes. Antelopes do not want to be with lions. That's a guarantee. However, the lion, because it evolved to eat the antelope, it needs to be around those creatures. They are not the same. And you will not find them together. They don't want to be together. I'm very sure the antelope don't want to be together with a lion. Because one was evolved, one was designed, one came up. I would assume, and biologists and scientists say, that the lions and other carnivores, they were created basically as a way that nature uses to keep in check the population of antelope and other herd animals out here in the world. These animals, these carnivores usually prey on the sick and the elderly and the very young. A way to keep the population in check. It could be that way among the human family. You have those who are weaker and they are prone to be preyed upon by those who are or act like the carnivores to keep a certain population of people in check. Wow, that's something to think about. Because you would never see an antelope romance and lay down with a lion. Because sooner or later, no matter how much you love, that lion might get a taste for antelope meat. And so all over this earth, you see the Caucasian people wanting a taste of these dark-skinned people, and we always end up as prey to them. Is that a coincidence? Is it natural? We are not the same. Our soul sister, Serena Williams, she said she was shocked, and she had no idea that one day she would marry or want to be romanced by a Caucasian fella. Because this is what Serena said. Serena said, because we are not the same. We all have red blood. Dogs have red blood. Gorillas have red blood. Ants, I think some ants have red blood. Grasshoppers, mice, many living things have red blood. Very few animals have something other than red blood. I've seen some animals have blue blood and some green type blood. But normally, most life, the blood is red. But it is not the same. And if you really look at it, it's not really even the same color. And sometimes you think that we are compatible. It's similar, but it is not the same. Those who study blood, those who know about blood, when they test it and when they look at it under a microscope, or however they analyze blood, a lot of times they can tell whether that blood came from a Caucasian person or a dark-skinned person or whoever. Our bones are not the same. There was a recent homicide, and they got the bones, and they can tell that the bones was from a young Caucasian person. Your bone structure is not the same. Our body build is not the same. We are not the same. Our hair certainly is not the same. Our nose, our lips, everything about us physically, we know is not the same. But there are many of you who want to play this self-righteous, holier than thou, love everybody togetherness. That's not natural. On this earth, there is much diversity. Life is not the same. And unless it's some type of look, unless there's some type of benefit to a creature, there is no interaction. Unless there's some type of benefit. Then, of course, you have animals that are parasites. They live off the blood, the work of others. There's a bird that puts its egg in another bird's egg, so that bird will raise its young. That bird don't have to do no work. There are ticks and fleas that live off the blood, and leeches that live off the blood of animals that they attach to. You have plants that are leeches that live off others. You have people on this planet that live off the work and the blood and the sweat of others. And the system that they use is called slavery. And we live in a nation where this was a way of life. This parasitic type of thing was a way of life over 300 years, and really it has not stopped. Capitalism itself is parasitic. So don't go brag about capitalism and this Western civilized way of life that we live. It's parasitic. A bunch of leeches that live off the blood and sweat of and tears of you going to work every day, getting a few pennies, and even if you do get a little so-called money, the ones on the top make the real money, and you know it. So you can be a basketball player and make $10 million a year, but those who don't play basketball, they make billions off of your blood, sweat, and tears. Bunch of leeches. This we know. We evolve differently. That's the reason why we are different, because we evolve differently. Dark-skinned people was over here. Caucasian people was over there. We were never together in our evolution. If it was meant for us to be together, we would have evolved together. Thus, you should not see a hatred or a want to enslave another. But of course, in human beings, we do know that Caucasian people have enslaved each other. But that's because there is difference among Caucasians, and you have had dark-skinned people who enslave other dark-skinned people because of difference. In nature, you have snakes that eat other snakes because they are different. We were not all meant to be together. That's why in the United States and wherever you find dark-skinned people and Caucasian, European people, Africans, whoever, mixing up, you're going to find trouble because we are not meant to be together. You have the polar bear and the grizzly bear. Both of them are bears, but they were not meant to be together. You have the polar bear in a cold region, ice and snow, and of course we have the grizzly bear here in North America. They were not meant to be together. If you brought them together, chances are you'll have a big fight. And the only reason why the polar bear and the grizzly bear would interbreed because somebody enslaved and captured a grizzly bear and a polar bear and brought them together. And they messed around, male and female, and produced a polar grizzly, whatever, which is not natural because the polar bear, because of where that polar bear lives, would never interact and has no desire to interact with a grizzly bear. Slavery is what brought the descendants of slaves born in America having dark skin with Caucasian or European people. It was slavery that brought us together. An unusual circumstance, slavery. You do not see African people or no dark-skinned people on this planet running around when they saw a Caucasian person. Ooh, I just want to, ooh, they are so beautiful. I want to interbreed with them. I want to love them. No, it was slavery and colonialism that brought us together, and it has been a mess ever since. There was no mutual respect. Mind you, I believe, according to some historians I heard, they said at one time, Europeans did respect dark-skinned people, and dark-skinned people respected the Europeans, and they had a mutual, went back and forth and they traded. And sometimes, if you have men and women coming together in that type of circumstances, they'll fall in love. But that's with mutual respect. In our situation, there is no mutual respect. You are a slave, and I am the slave master. And we still have this type of mentality even to this day. We love to hear, or Caucasian people, they love to hear and talk about this multicultural type thing. Black and white, we all the same. We have all the same blood. They like talking that stuff because they are in control. As long as they control the multicultural society, we all together, let's all get along, we love each other. As long as they make the laws, as long as they control the jobs, the education, the sciences, and the entertainment, it's all lovey-dovey as long as they can control. Because we are not the same. Somebody is a slave owner and somebody else is a slave. There is no equality. We are in an unusual circumstance. We should never have been brought together. This is why Caucasian people, many of them, went ballistic, and some of them still can't get over the fact that Obama was elected president. And he is not really like what they would call a full black man. His mother is Caucasian, and of course his father is African, a real African Americanist. They hated that because, and Obama don't even make the laws. He's just a manager in a store, but still they don't like the fact of a dark-skinned person in control or having the ability to tell them what to do. But we're all the same. They don't want you, a dark-skinned person, to tell them nothing. So on the next go around, it was easy for them to get together and support somebody like Donald Trump, because Donald Trump represents the old boys club. He is a rich Caucasian male, just like back in the day. The only one who could run for president or be president was rich Caucasian male landowners, rich Caucasian male men. And that's what you got in Donald Trump. They don't like a lot of the things that he's doing or saying or whatever, but it don't make no difference, because it's better than a Negro being president, and it's better than a Caucasian woman being president. Let's get back to basics. Let's get back to the way it should be. Let's get back to the good old days, like even Donald Trump would say. I want to talk to you, Serena. I still like you, Terry, but I like Serena. I love me some Serena Williams. And I want to tell you, sister, that I do love you as a sister, and perhaps in the past some other way. Y'all know I'm a womanizer. I love the sisters. I could marry all the sisters. It's that's how I am. I'm sorry. That's just the way that I do. That's just me. But I did not watch tennis at all. Then I start hearing about these sisters, Venus and Serena. I'm like, who are these ladies? Matter of fact, off the subject, the same thing with basketball. I really wasn't somebody that watched basketball, but it was a sister that I sort of was liking, and she liked Michael Jordan. And she was talking about Michael Jordan more than me. I'm like, who is this cat? Who is this Michael Jordan guy? That's why I started watching basketball. So I started hearing about Serena Williams and Venus. First it was Venus, and then Serena, and pretty soon the Williams sisters. And I don't know, for some reason, I don't know, I just started liking Serena a little bit better than Venus. I don't know why really, but it's just, you like what you like, and I just like Serena better than Venus. And I started watching tennis, and I just love the hustle, I like that strong. They always talk about the sisters always trying to call our sisters masculine. No, there ain't no masculine. They just strong. Just got that fire. You just magnificent. I love the sisters. And I love to watch Serena whoop the hell out of folks. At the same time, they just confident in what they sort of remind me of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was to boxing as Serena and Venus is to tennis. And to me, it's not arrogance. It's just, I'm good at what I do. And they prove it every day. So there are those who root for Serena and Venus, and then there are those who watching, hoping that they lose. I never was on the sideline hoping these sisters would lose. Get them, Serena. Get them, Venus. And I also admire Richard Williams, their father. Sometimes I wish that Richard Williams was my dad, because he took those sisters and molded them and got them, due to his leadership, he guided them to where they are now to this day. So shouts out to Richard Williams and the Williams family. And I love me some Williams sisters. I love the tennis thing. I wish I was introduced to tennis at a young age, because I like chasing that ball. I don't like track. I like to run. I never liked track and field, but I like the tennis thing, and I like basketball, running up and down the court, that type of running. I never really liked, like track and field. But I like to run. Even when I was locked up, I'll tell you now, when I was locked up, Serena, yeah, it's a long story. It's a long story, Serena. It's a long story. But when I was locked up, everything stopped. Whatever I was doing, and everybody knew when it was time for Serena to step on the court, whatever I'm doing, I got to stop. I'm going to see Serena. In fact, I stopped everything that I was doing because Oprah's show was on. I'm an Oprah fan. From the very beginning, always loved Oprah. And when Good Times come on, I'm going to see Thelma. Thelma Evans, Bernadette. I'm going to see Thelma. I'm going to see my Thelma. And I also like Gwen Ifill. May she rest in peace. She was on the News Hour on PBS. She did the news. Gwen Ifill. She passed a few years ago, I believe. I love Gwen Ifill. And it was a show called Without a Trace. And I forgot what that sister's name is, but she played Vivian. And I love that sister so whatever I was doing, when Oprah, Thelma, Gwen Ifill, when Without a Trace, and when Serena got on the court, I stopped everything. You know something? I never did stop everything for the brothers. I like Michael Jordan, but I could keep doing whatever I'm doing. I never did stop doing what I was doing to watch Michael Jordan shoot basketball. And at that time, I really was a Michael Jordan fan. Brothers, I'm sorry, brothers. I'm just not into you. I'm just not. But I want to give Serena her credit because for years, I mean, when you really look at it now, Serena tried to keep it real. She did. Her coming from Compton, her soul, her blackness, or whatever you want to call it. Remember, she got in trouble. People was pissed off because Serena did the Crip walk, whatever. She was still trying to, she still was relating from where she come from, which was Compton. And now Venus, I think she had a Caucasian boyfriend. She fell in love with her security guard or whatever. I think she's broken up with him by now, but she didn't hang like that. But Serena, now you got to give her credit. Serena tried to stay with the brothers as long as she could. So I'm bringing this issue up because of an article. It was an article, or maybe it was an interview, where Serena wanted to give an explanation of why she married a white man. She thought that she would never probably end up marrying a white man due to the way that she was. She probably thought, I know out of everybody, I wouldn't be marrying no white man. And so it seems as though Serena feels a little guilty. And Serena, you should. Yeah, you should. But what is done is done. See, the problem here is that Serena and Venus and a lot of our celebrity people, once they begin to have success, once they begin to come up, whether it's Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, whoever, they begin to get surrounded by pink people all the time. And the pink people don't give a damn about Serena, don't give a damn about Venus, Michael Jackson, Prince, or Will Smith, or any of y'all, and you know it. They don't give a damn about you. They are just leeching off what you become. They want to be around you because of your success. How many of these people do you see in Compton? Where was these people when Venus and Serena was not Venus and Serena as we know today? Where was all these white folks running around? You don't see them. They don't go to Compton. They don't give a damn. They leeching off your celebrity. And so, of course, as Serena grows up, she's a woman. She begins to fall in love and the romance thing. And she begins to date the brothers that's in entertainment, in sports and things of that nature. And unfortunately, our brothers are so weak. They caught up in the celebrity thing, and they have access to all these different women coming at them all the time. Why should I settle down with this just one person? And they always got all these other folks trying to get at them. So it's hard. So they just nasty. They don't have the right mentality. They just don't have it going on. weak. They have no loyalty to themselves. They don't have no, they caught up in this material. They caught up in this celebrity garbage. And so Serena is looking for a husband. She's looking for a husband. She's looking for a mate because for women, women have a biological clock. My sister Terry, her biological clock is over with. You know, she don't have to worry about it no more. And she probably wanted children. She just couldn't find the right guy. You didn't look in the right place, Terry. See, look. See, the thing about Terry and the thing about Serena is y'all sisters, you think that the only men that exist is in entertainment and sports, the ones that have access to you. See, Terry, see, Serena, you don't put yourself in a position so that brothers can have access to you. And we know that it is you have very poor choices with the brothers that's on your level. I know many of you probably don't like Wendy Williams and whatever, but I heard Wendy Williams give advice to a sister on her show. Another Ellis. She was talking to Nadine Ellis, and she asked Nadine Ellis, and Nadine Ellis is sort of cute too. Maybe I might trade my Ellis, this Ellis, for Nadine. Nadine Ellis sort of reminds me of Rashida Strober. Dark skin and just got that. And Rashida got it going on too. I just love the sisters. Y'all just got it going on. But look here. Wendy Williams was telling Nadine Ellis and asking her about, you know, dating guys in the industry, whatever. And Wendy Williams said, what about the regular brother in the street? What's wrong with a police officer or a plumber or a garbage man or something like that? This is coming from Wendy Williams. And she might have to take her own advice because, as y'all know, her marriage ain't going so good. I heard. I don't know. I don't know, Wendy. I don't know. That's what I heard. But sisters, y'all not giving your brothers no access. This is the reason why. And you should feel guilty because you've been around the world. And this is why you have to give yourself to a pink guy. Terry, I hope that your got him, man. I hope that he's not a pink guy. I hope that he's not. I don't think that Terry has that type of mindset. I think she's black and I'm proud. But you're not giving the brothers any access. You are Serena Williams, and you've been around the world. And out of everybody, if you want to go interracial, why not a Chinese guy, Japanese guy, or a dark skin, or African, or it's always y'all always go to these Caucasian pink people. And the reason for that, it goes back to my video, and y'all need to check my video out. Just do a Google search, Reality's Temple, Angel Snub 7, how the white man or white people created black folks. It explains our behaviors, never fails. When you watch that video, I explain why we behave the way that we do. It always ends up with pink folks because really subconsciously, and we don't even know it, we want to get close to our parents. We want to be like that Frankenstein's monster. The monster wants to get close and be close to that which created him. You don't understand. Man, what the hell are you talking about? Check out the video. So it's not no shock to me. And then your excuse is, there's no brothers. There's no brothers because you didn't go looking for them, Serena. Serena, you didn't go looking for the brothers. Here, brother, right here. I'm sorry, Terry. I didn't mean that, Terry. Hey, you didn't give the brothers no access. And your biological clock ticking. Believe me, there's a lot of brothers will stop that biological clock. Ain't no doubt about that. You're not giving your own brothers a chance because you caught up. And since you was a teenager, since you was a young child surrounded by pink folks and all this, I love everybody garbage and stuff. And I keep telling you, you know, Serena, Y'all shouldn't get so angry at the sister. She tried to keep it real for a long time. It's very difficult, Serena, to try to keep it real when you're not keeping it real yourself and surround yourself, with people that look like yourself. And your father is going to tell you he's a wonderful guy, good choice. See, all of you have failed. All of you have succumbed to the delusion of entertainment. Because when it's all said and done, don't be careful. You're going to be crying like a baby and end up like probably Bill Cosby. We lag behind like we always do. What you think going to happen to us? We have nothing except Jesus. And you're going to need Jesus when the whole nation has become, you talk about separation and you talk about we all Americans. That's not true even right now. We are already separated in our little neighborhoods and towns and cities. This is the black neighborhood. That's the Chinese neighborhood. That's the German neighborhood. And so we're already separated and divided. Now people will begin to try to get more. They want their own state or plural states. And we sitting around, I'm an American. You will be. You will be an American, always under somebody else's control. You'll never be a real man or a real woman independent when somebody come your way. Now you under my jurisdiction. You always going to be under somebody else's control. You should not want that. So I'm very happy and my energy has come back because now what I am saying has been affirmed. And it's a fact. And we should be doing that. Like I said, it's up to you. I get so angry sometimes. And I must apologize. You probably don't see it, or maybe you might know. I get so angry at us, the descendants of slaves born in America, having dark skin. Dark skin meaning we come in all types of hues. And I had to start saying descendants of slaves born in America having dark skin because I had Caucasian people running around telling this lie. We were slaves too. Well, I'm not talking about you. Born in America having dark skin. Now, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. So get away from me, liar. You was an indentured servant. There is no records where you was ever called a slave in this country. Only an indentured servant. It was only those with dark skin became slaves. According to my history teacher, that was a Caucasian person and the educational system of the state of Mississippi, my friend. You know, I try not to be self-righteous and I try not to judge others because you are not like me. I truly understand the benefits. I can see a future that I would not even live if we participate in this kind of action. I can see it all. I can see the wonderful things that are going to happen for us. But we're not all the same. We don't think the same. It's a shame, but we don't. I want to send out to my wonderful, strong brother, Maurice Muhammad. Maurice Muhammad. Woo, that brother there. He has the right understanding. He just understands. He just got that vision just like I do. Probably even more. For real. Brother Maurice is something else. But I was watching his video and he was like, we have to understand everybody's not like us. They don't have the fire. They can't see. They don't. And if they can't see it, they can't comprehend it. They don't have the spirit. They don't have the energy to go for it. You can have or be around people. We are all sick. We all suffer from the same sickness. And out of that sickness, many will die. Some will get over the sickness, but something happened to them, and that sickness will always affect them. Then there are some of those who have been introduced to the plague or the chicken pox or whatever illness it is, and for some reason they are not really affected. I know when I got the chicken pox, it barely bothered me. Then I know other people, they act like they was dying from the chicken pox. So sickness affects people differently. Our vision, our eyes, all of us see differently. Some of us have 20/20 vision. Some of us have vision better than 20/20 vision. Is that possible? I don't know. And some of us need glasses. Some of us need a lot of help. Some of us are blind. So I have to take all this under control, under consideration, and don't be so angry at us. I want to say, using this as an example or an analogy, and I am not calling us a dog, even though some of y'all do call yourself, "What's up, dog?" You know, y'all have pride calling, and you call your woman the B word. You know, we refer to ourselves like that. And a lot of women, that's right, I'm a bad bee. I don't understand that. Why would you? But you do understand when we understand what has happened to us, why we would gravitate and find some kind of pride and joy in calling ourselves a bee or a dog. But there's an old saying called, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks." And this is what the problem is with the descendants of slaves born in America having dark skin. We are an old dog. We've been in this nation going on 500 years. 500 years. This is the only life that we know. We went from slavery, physical slavery, to this mental type slavery. And because there are no chains, because we can play basketball and get $1 million, because we can sing, because we feel like we free, but we really don't know what it is. Because being free means we have at some point in time been independent of those who made us a slave. And we have never done that. So we are comfortable, just like your dog at home. You raise your dog from a puppy. Living in your house is the only life your dog knows. So you let your dog out to the backyard, and the dog has a sense of freedom. But the dog is not free. The only thing the dog did was go to the backyard, and it has more room to run around. That's all that happened to us as a people. We went from slavery to the backyard, and we have more room to run around. But we are still under the control, the jurisdiction of the people that enslaved us, that made us physical slaves. That's a fact. All your money, everything about you, directly and indirectly, comes from another people. And that's all right with you. That's all right with your dog, that he gets corn and oats for dog food. You don't get to eat real meat like a carnivore is supposed to. And you walking on a leash. There's an invisible leash. Where's your passport? What you doing here? Another man tell you where you can and cannot go. The leash. You can only go so far in this society, then you hit an invisible ceiling because you're not free. And this also goes for women in general. Women in general are not free. They always held back by the invisible ceiling. 400 years, and you keep doing the same stuff over and over. You can't comprehend new ideas, new strategy. So myself and Brother Muhammad, we come to you and tell you that we need to start discussing and begin the activity of taking control of a state. Y'all start talking, take control of a city, open up a barbecue grill and, a barbecue joint in Mississippi. We did not say that. We want to take control of a state. Of course, it's city by city, but we want to take control of a state. Not interested in cities and towns and neighborhoods. You can't comprehend what's going on here because Dr. Ben didn't say nothing about that. Dr. Clark didn't say nothing about it. Amos Wilson didn't say nothing about it. Claude Anderson, Umar, whoever that y'all love to listen to. Dr. King didn't say nothing about it. Elijah Muhammad. You cannot comprehend. It's on you. You can't use your mind. You can't use your brain. You can't comprehend strategy to help your situation because you're looking for a savior, somebody to do this for you. But you claim to be free, but you don't think like a free man. You don't think like a free woman. You caught in the past. You caught in what used to be. And you go all the way back to Egypt. Well, you know in Egypt they did this. Or some fictional place in Israel. Well, you know we are the real Israelites. You want to do everything except deal with your situation right now. You want to stay stuck in the past or some imaginary place like Disneyland. So you have those who fear cell phones. Y'all use cell phones every day, no big deal. But there are people who they don't like cell phones. And they are still, far as I know, they still have, some of the phone companies still actually offer rotary service. Because many older people from the past that live in a past that no longer exists, they fear the new technology. They don't want nothing to do with it. You are used to, Elijah Muhammad said this, Amos Wilson, whoever. Your mind is not open to new ideas. And only new ideas, new strategy can give you what you want. But like they said, I shouldn't get mad at you. Like Tupac said, I ain't mad at you because you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But I suggest, just like Brother Muhammad said today on one of his videos, we better learn because you got all these other people actually doing what I'm suggesting. They've always been in that process. And you're going to feel really, really sorry. And you doom your babies. Your babies think they're catching hell now. Oh, come on now. Let us not be like the dog, the old dog. Open up your mind. Listen. Give something new a chance. You done tried everything else. It don't work. Give something new. Give yourself a new shot at things. Because if you don't, jot down your comments. Let's talk about it. Peace to Brother Muhammad and all those